Hey guys! I wanted to add a couple of wall hangings in my room and thought that using terracotta clay was a great way to transition into autumn. I saw West Elm wall hangings on Pinterest that I liked. I believe they were made by West Perro. I used this air dry clay that I bought from Amazon. For the first wall hanging, I formed 6 little balls of clay that gradually got bigger. I noticed that this clay dries very quickly, so I kept having to wet it with a damp paper towel. Take a ball of clay and stick your finger in the center. Curve your finger and pinch the side while rotating the clay. This should form a dome. There were cracks in the clay because it was too dry, so I scored it with an X-Acto and mended it by adding slip. This is basically very watered down clay and acts like a glue for clay. While making my second wall hanging, I realized that I just had to knead the clay and add more water to it to get a better consistency. I curved the dome to have a slight cone shape. Next, set the clay aside to dry overnight. I flipped it every once in a while to help the clay dry evenly. For my tassel, I used extra pieces of macrame cord. I cut 12 pieces at 6 inches and unraveled it. I cut a piece of cotton string at about 42.5 inches. I knotted it at the center of the macrame cords, with one side having 6 inches. With another piece of string, make a gathering knot. To do this, form a U shape with the extra string and wrap it around all the cords. I wrapped mine 7 times going down. Place the end through the loop created. Pull the top end so that the loop gets tucked under the wrap part. Then cut both ends. Next, I added a wooden bead through both ends of the long piece of string. Then I cut the shorter end. Double knot the string at the top of the bead. Leave a gap and double knot the string. Then add the smallest clay piece, followed by a bead. Add a gap and double knot the string again. Add the next smallest clay piece, followed by a bead. Repeat this until you reach the largest clay piece. I tied a loop by the last knot. I added the last clay piece, followed by a bead. then knotted it. Then I trimmed the tassel. For the second wall hanging, I flattened the clay. Then I cut out a circle with an X-Acto. I halved it, creating a semicircle. I made 2 different sizes of semicircles and ended up with 5 pieces. 3 small semicircles and 2 bigger ones. I added a hole near the top center of each piece, then set it aside to dry overnight. Flip it every once in a while to help the clay dry evenly. Then I made a tassel. I cut a 49-inch piece of string to hang it, but this time I evenly knotted the string to the center. The order that I made it was 2 small pieces, followed by a bigger piece, another small piece, and a bigger piece. Add a bead to both ends of the string. Next, insert one end of the string through one side of the hole and the other end through the other side. I added tape to help me string it. Then add a bead. And continue adding a semicircle, followed by a bead. Before adding the last bead, I formed a loop and made a double knot above the clay piece. Then I added the bead. I cut the ends and covered the knot with the bead. Then knotted it. Then I trimmed the tassel. And here's how they turned out.